Why hello there everybody. Welcome to another episode of RJ's Talks, where I talk about something. I don't know if you can hear me right now. I don't know if the audio's going a bit insane, because honestly I can't hear myself over my studio monitors, which hopefully is a good thing, because last time I heard something about some issues with the... Oh! I accidentally hit my mic cable. I hit my XLR cable. Something tells me that XLR cable's not in correctly. And no, I am using the good one. The bad XLR is on this mic. Anyways, considering it's the last day of the year, I had to get something out before the new year. I mean, it wasn't really my holiday special that I was promising over last stream, but it's something. So yeah, so I couldn't get any videos out last Sunday or last Saturday because there were so many things I had to go to. There was like so many family and friend functions, it was just insane, so I didn't have any time to get any footage or edit said footage, or it was just me just wanting to do absolutely nothing the whole time. Otherwise, yeah. So anyway, I was like, you know what? And you know what? I'm not gonna let that December 22nd stream be my last stream of the year, or maybe my last video of the year in that sense. So I'm just going to actually stream for one last time before the year ends. I mean, it's gonna be in a few hours, so you know, yeah, better have it out by a day. I mean, it's depending on what time zone you're watching in. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna move that mic cable out of my way, because I do not want to be left with people stuck raging and rampaging about how their ears are bleeding right now. Anyway, as evidenced by what you saw going into this stream, well, I got many things over the festive holiday, shall we say. So, what you were seeing was outputs for my phone. In fact, what you're seeing right here is something that I was actually given for Christmas, which was a gimbal for my phone. Of course, it's a Chinese brand, but it's a good gimbal, actually. And this was, in fact, the thing that I was going to be filming the day after Christmas. I was going to make a review about that. Well, might as well make a review here. Anyway. I also ended up with 3 flash drives. 3 of these things. I'm guessing you're supposed to put these in a RAID array or something. And no, I am not going to make a joke about how every YouTuber is being sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Hey guys, today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, the new mobile RPG that is getting everybody by storm. No, I'm not going to do that. No, no. I've played Raid Shadow Legends. Not a good game. It's just YouTubers milking it. It's not really even the YouTubers. They were just given something. They were just given a brand deal, and they were like, "All right, I'll do it." So what the hell? What's with my refresh rate tonight? I could literally, or did I legitimately go transparent? I did not know I could do that. Also, I ended up with a new battery pack because the other one had some minor issues. Anyway, yeah. Otherwise, I ended up with a defective Alibaba keyboard, which is now sitting, looking pretty, plugged into my Linux PC, doing nothing. In fact, I don't know if you can see this, but it's supposed to be, you know what, I'll just disconnect it and show you guys on the screen. Oh well, I guess disconnecting that keyboard actually crashed my Linux PC, even though this was just doing something like sucking 5 volts out of it. But anyway, let me show you what this thing is, and... let me just plug it in, and I'll just show you what this thing about it is. It's this keyboard. And yes, these aren't RGB LEDs. The LEDs in this thing are not these LEDs. I mean, they wouldn't, because they'd have to be SMDs to fit in a keyboard, but they wouldn't be this type of LED. Nope. It's just a flat mat of... It's a mat that goes under the membrane layer, the membrane layers of this keyboard. This keyboard doesn't work. I'm just pressing random keys. You'd expect something to happen to this stream? No, it isn't. And this is plugged into my Mac right here. The same computer that's giving off this stream. And this was in Goodwill. My mom found this one for me at Goodwill. Huh. Well, it was $4, so you know what. But it's just the average membrane chiclet style keyboard. Not the best. I mean, they started selling this in 2016. You know what? Yeah. I'll just set it down somewhere. Unfortunately, I got my wireless Logitech plugged into my Nintendo Switch and stuff, because apparently the Switch has USB keyboard support for only typing in things, because typing in with one of these, let alone 2 of these, is impossible. I mean, even though I did like the novel concept that of the Wiimote, where you could use your good old friend, you know, motion controls to navigate the keyboard. I mean, like, I kind of like that one about the Wii, but in fact, I think the point about Joy-Cons, there was an interview where the guy who produced the Nintendo Switch, the director of the Switch, had said something about how he wanted to make it to be like 2 Wiimotes, but tinier. I guess they're similar, but one smaller. You could probably tell which one that is. But I don't know about you, but I prefer this thing. This is way better than that. Anyway, rant over. Oh, and yes, about this keyboard, I did actually open the case on it just to see what was wrong, and it's pretty much insufferable at this point. It just didn't work at all. It was just doing nothing, and it wouldn't want to do nothing. And in fact, that's how I figured out about the whole LED system in this thing. The fake LEDs. Oh, and yeah, there are only 2 LED settings on this one. LEDs rainbow and off. If that's any interest to you, just LEDs and off. All is to be controlled by this one switch over here. At least that's functioning properly. For a keyboard that can be found on Amazon, AliExpress, Alibaba, Banggood I found it on. Bruv. This is a real bruh moment on this keyboard. And, I believe the keyboard mech is similar to the same keyboard mech that is similar to the keyboard mech used in the Atari 800 computers. But I don't know. I mean, running a typing test on this thing doesn't even work. Tried holding down the keys, didn't that work? That didn't work either. Anyway, yeah. What's funny is that I actually hear fireworks outside my house, outside here. I can't really show up on mic, though. I turned the gain way down to avoid an awful reverby noise. It sounds like I was speaking into a tin can. Even though now that I think about it, this mic sounds like that. Sometimes, half the time. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I've gotten this mic to sound real good, but otherwise, not quite so. So yeah. I guess I don't know. Anyway, well, it's been a bit of an odd day today. Well, probably because it is New Year's Eve. Great, start of a new decade. Huh. Well, everybody, see you next decade, next year, and next week. And bye.